Previously on Monster Hunter.
You guys do want to see this for Master Rank? Just let me know down in the comments below.
Welcome to Master Rank. For anyone that doesn't know what Master Rank is, basically there's some new monsters, new maps, and don't forget the monsters are bigger and stronger. But that aside, we are graded by our friendly neighbor, Mr. Krabs. Now personally, I love this monster and feel honored to fight him as our first Master Rank monster. Then we are greeted by this cool beast. After that, we fight as Zeros and learn about some skill swaps. And then finally, we get away from the Defender gear and make a little mix set with Hermitar, Velociprey, and Mail Armor. Honestly, it wasn't half bad. Now, off to kill Royal Ludroth, Tetradon, Acnosome, Barra, a new monster, Blood Orange Bishaten, which is basically a fire monkey, Pookie, Raytheon, Anjanath, Toby Kadachi, and Basirios. Then we are introduced to a new monster, even though the fire monkey is new, but this monster looks cooler and is more important. The monster Garl Gnome. I hope I didn't butcher that name. Now this monster looks really cool, and I messed with the design honestly. Really awesome job. But he had to die. Then after that, it was time for the blue Mr. Krabs, another personal favorite of mine. Barioth, Goss Herrick, and a new Somnicath subspecies Aurora Somnicath, Nargakula, Magnabalo, and both Mr. Krabs together all had to go. Now, after playing with the Gunlance for over 100 hunts, personally for me it feels sluggish, and finding openings to do big damage is very slim due to the animations are pretty long, but it is very fun to blow a monster's head off while they sleep. Now after that, it is time to fight the teased monster after Mr. Krabs, Luna Garen. Luna Garen has a fantastic design with looking like a werewolf when fully enraged, and even having two states of rage, kind of like Rajang, honestly. Hats off to Capcom, very dope monster. After that, we are teased with the flagship monster. Then, we fight Mr. Rathalos and get one shot, but that happens when you're in Master Rank. We fight a Mitsune, bang. Aslos, which is a returning monster from Monster Hunter Generations. I died a decent amount of times due to learning what moves you need to guard up skill for and just being bad like this. Hold this right here for the kill, baby. It's okay. It would have killed him too. Then, another returning monster, Sarajeos from Monster Hunter 4. Afterwards, as Zenogre gets mauled. Now, it's time for a monster that can poison, paralysis, and burn you to death. Espinaz. Kill him. I have been told that this monster's from Frontier, but personally, it's new for me, because I've never played Frontier.
No shot.
Then, another returning monster, Gormagala. Another all-time favorite of mine. We fight a Tigrex. And then after that, we're off to fight the flagship, Malzeno. Big flex. Talking about Malzeno, just new monsters, my play style changes drastically from testing to see what I can get away with when fighting old monsters with just random openings, to guarding the entire time and poking the monsters again just so that I don't die. But also, talking about Malzeno, this monster can do a short teleport, which is honestly kind of crazy and super cool. It just looked amazing. After we kill him, it's time to fight Mr. Basiljuice. This monster will give us our last armor set for the run. It's actually kind of crazy and gives very good skills, the armor set for Gunlance, so a little farming later. And bam, we are looking mighty fine. Time to fight Rajang, Gormagala, and a couple Elder Dragons later. I embarked on a very ominous quest, hunting a Lunagiran. Like the monster theme wasn't playing, and they had the creepy violins when running around the area. But then we are finally met with the final boss of the story, Geysa Magor. I actually had a blast fighting this boss, more so compared to Itsubishi and the Thunder Serpent, because one, when the monster is flying and you're forced to use something like the Batista or a cannon, it kind of interrupts the fight in my personal opinion. But how this fight executed it, it's the big monster that is trying to escape and run havoc, and every so often it'll try to climb the wall. And when that happens, it is a forced engagement to use Batista and stuff, but it has a purpose besides like, hey, I can fly. I don't know. It's just my opinion. But I also really like this boss because it sets up the late game with afflicted monsters, and the whole game we're pretty much told, hey, Malzeno is controlling these leech butterflies that kill everything, so go kill him, even though this gigantic monster is doing all the work. Monster Hunter isn't known for its story, but honestly it's a very simple story and pretty okay for me. After dying once and finishing the hunt with a bang, we are met with the end credits. I ended up having a total time of 43 hours in game, 20 of those being base rides and another 23 being Sunbreak. Honestly, it didn't feel that long and was super fun. I enjoyed all of it, and if anyone is considering if they should get the game, personally I'd say go for it. Monster Hunter has always been one of my favorite franchises and will always be. So if you guys did enjoy and stayed for the video, I appreciate it. And I did stream this over here on YouTube and Twitch. So subscribe and follow me if you want to hang out and hunt sometime. But ladies and gentlemen, that was beating Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak using quote unquote the worst weapon in the game.